The sun was beginning to dip behind the church steeple, casting a golden glow over the laughing guests outside the wedding hall. The bride, radiant in lace and love, turned to toss her bouquet. It flew in a perfect arc, roses and peonies spinning like a soft blur against the sky. And then, something unexpected happened. A small hand reached up from the edge of the crowd, dirty, scratched, and trembling with excitement. It belonged to a boy no older than 9, his clothes tattered but his eyes wide and alive. The bouquet landed perfectly in his grasp. A collective gasp rippled through the guests, not out of dismay, but surprise. Who was this child? That boy's name was Eli. He hadn't been invited. In fact, he'd been watching from the gate all afternoon, his bare feet dusted with the gravel of the parking lot, his stomach growling with a hunger that had long grown familiar. His mother, Rosa, sat not far from the venue, near the park bench she often claimed as home. Once, she had dreamed of weddings, lace, and love. Now, she dreamed only of enough food for her son. Eli hadn't meant to catch the bouquet. He was drawn by its beauty, the joy it represented. But when it landed in his hands, instinct took over. Clutching the fragrant bundle to his chest, he bolted from the garden lawn, not away in fear, but toward his mother. "Mom," he called, breathless, the bouquet raised like a trophy. "It's for you." Rosa looked up, startled. Her face, weathered by hardship, softened. Her lips trembled as she took the bouquet in her hands. She held it close, inhaling deeply. For a moment, she closed her eyes. And then she wept. Not because of the flowers, but because, in that moment, she remembered who she was before life had stripped so much away. A woman. A dreamer. Someone who had once believed in love. The bride had seen everything from a distance. Instead of being annoyed, she felt something stir in her chest. Without thinking, she handed her heels to the groom and walked barefoot across the lawn. By the time she reached Rosa and Eli, the mother was wiping her tears. The bride knelt and said gently, "Those flowers chose you, I think." Rosa tried to return them. "No, I can't accept it." But the bride shook her head. "I want you to keep them. And also," she paused, glancing at the reception hall. "Will you come join us? Eat with us? You and your son." Rosa hesitated. No one had offered her a seat at any table in years. But Eli's hopeful eyes locked with hers. She nodded. That night, seated at the far end of the long reception table, Rosa and Eli ate warm food surrounded by laughter. Guests who had once eyed them with suspicion now offered smiles and stories. A retired teacher offered Rosa a part-time job. A local chef asked if Eli liked to help in the kitchen. But perhaps the most beautiful moment came when the bride gave Rosa a gift wrapped in silk, a framed photo of the bouquet mid-flight, with Eli reaching up to catch it. A simple note beneath read, "Sometimes, love lands exactly where it's needed most." That photo now hangs above a small kitchen table in a modest apartment downtown, where Rosa works at the local library and Eli proudly helps with dinner. It reminds them every day that no matter how lost or unseen we may feel, one unexpected moment of kindness can change everything.